afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Robert Sewing Center. I have a couple of new tools I'd like to demonstrate for you today, and this all came about because we have a new line of fabric in the store called Three Sisters Vintage Favorite Linen. And along with that came a new moda pattern called Gentle Kisses. And that pattern requires you to use a new set of rulers and a new device to create a cross pattern quilting block. So for this cross pattern quilting block, you will need what they call the Tri tool and the Rex tool. And these come together in a package. So if you have any experience cutting with triangles, then you will not have any trouble using the Tri-X tool. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how to cut with the Rex tool. You lay it, it is graduated with measurement, and right now I'm working with 2.5 inch strips. So I'm going to lay my Rex tool on my 2.5 inch strip at the 2.5 inch line, and I am going to cut it. Now there's one very important thing that you must do when you do this. You will notice that on the other side of the tool there's a little notch, and you want to make sure that you cut that so that little notch shows. These come in sets, so you'll have 2 pieces that will look like that, and you'll have 4 sets. When you get ready to make the next set, you simply turn the tool, place it on the fabric, line it up, cut your triangle, make sure you cut the notch, and you're on your way. Now, you will need to use the Tri tool. This is the Tri tool with the same measurement marking as on the Rex tool. And this, you will be making these triangles. You can see I already started one here, and all you'll have to do is lay it on, line it up, and cut your triangle. Then when you cut the next set, just turn it, line it up again, take your cut. Now you have gone through and you've cut your pieces, so you have 4 sets, you have 4 triangles, you have the middle square, and you have these 2 pieces plus the white background to make your half square triangles. So the next thing that you'll need to do is make 4 half square triangles. You'll make 4 of these V-shaped pieces. And when you have all the pieces together, you will have the 9 pieces that you need for the block. I took my block lock tool and I trimmed off my half square triangles so that they would be more uniform. I also trimmed the bunny ears off the top of the V's so it would be just a little bit more uniform. When you get all of the pieces together, they'll be sewn together in strips, just like you regularly do, and you'll have 3 strips, and when you get all done, you will have this cross block. Now, the one thing that's really nice about this set of Tri-Rex tools is you can do blocks of different sizes. This block is a 6-inch block. This block is a 12-inch block, and they were made with the same rulers. So that's what it takes to make the crosses for the Gentle Kiss quilt or any other quilt that you want to make. Another thing that you need for the Gentle Kisses quilt are what they call yo-yos. I don't know if you ever remember, but I remember my grandmother had a pillow that was made with these yo-yos, and I was never ever curious enough to know, to ask how they were made, but I'm sure that back in her day, they weren't as simple as they are now. You take a square piece of cloth, and it fits in between these two discs, and you'll take a pair of scissors, and you'll trim this off to where you have a round disc, like so. Then you'll notice in the back there are these lips, and on this side there'll be holes in here. You'll take a needle and thread, and there's a little bump right here, and you always start on the opposite side of that bump, and you go down, you start and you go down through it, and then back up. The only thing you have to watch out for, and it tells you in the instructions, that you have to watch out to make sure that you don't go over this part of it with the needle. You keep going around and around, and when you get to the end, then you'll take it out, and you'll have the thread around the whole thing, and you'll draw the thread together, and it makes this little yo-yo. And that's how you make yo-yos. They come in, you can get larger ones. You can order larger ones if you like, but for the Gentle Kisses quilt, these are the two things that you need to make the crosses and the yo-yos. Have fun.